Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that an entire city had disappeared without leaving a single clear trace behind. No ruins. No streets. No people. Just stories. Now imagine that this city was said to be richer than any kingdom on earth, filled with beautiful buildings covered in gold, ruled by powerful kings, and destroyed in just one terrible day and night. It sounds like a movie. But for more than 2,000 years, millions of people have wondered if this place was real. Its name is Atlantis. Was it an advanced civilization that sank beneath the ocean? Was it simply a story created to teach an important lesson? Or could the greatest archaeological discovery in history still be waiting beneath the waves? Today, we're diving into one of history's biggest mysteries. Let's begin. The first time Atlantis was ever mentioned. The story of Atlantis begins in ancient Greece around 360 BC. A famous Greek philosopher named Plato wrote about Atlantis in two books called Timaeus and Critias. According to Plato, Atlantis was a huge island located beyond the Pillars of Hercules. Today, most historians believe this referred to the Strait of Gibraltar, the narrow passage connecting the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea. Plato described Atlantis as a powerful kingdom with enormous wealth. The city had giant temples, beautiful gardens, canals, bridges, and impressive buildings. The people were skilled sailors, builders, and warriors. They controlled many nearby lands and had a powerful navy. At first, the people of Atlantis were wise and peaceful. But over time, they became greedy. They wanted more power, more land, more wealth. According to Plato, their pride eventually led to their downfall. The gods became angry. Then, in a single day and night, earthquakes and floods struck. Atlantis disappeared beneath the sea forever. Was Plato telling the truth? This is where the mystery begins. Plato is the only ancient writer who gave a detailed description of Atlantis. No earlier records mention such a city. Many historians believe Plato never intended Atlantis to be taken as real history. Instead, they think he invented the story to teach people an important lesson. His message was simple. Even the richest and most powerful civilization can fall if it becomes selfish and corrupt. In other words, Atlantis may have been a warning, not a real place. But not everyone agrees. Some researchers believe Plato based his story on a real disaster that happened long before his time. The island that exploded. One of the strongest theories points to the Greek island of Santorini, also known as Thera. Around 3,600 years ago, one of the largest volcanic eruptions in human history happened there. The explosion was so powerful that it destroyed much of the island. Huge clouds of ash filled the sky. Massive tsunami waves crashed into nearby coastlines. Entire towns were buried. At that time, the nearby Minoan civilization was one of the world's greatest civilizations. They built large palaces, traded across the Mediterranean, and created beautiful art. Many experts believe the volcanic eruption badly weakened the Minoans. Could stories about this disaster have been passed down for centuries before reaching Plato? It's possible. But there is one problem. Santorini is inside the Mediterranean Sea, not beyond the Strait of Gibraltar as Plato described. So the mystery continues. The search for Atlantis. Over the centuries, many explorers have searched for Atlantis. Some believed it was hidden deep in the Atlantic Ocean. Others searched near Spain, Morocco, the Caribbean, Antarctica, and even the Pacific Ocean. Modern technology has allowed scientists to explore the ocean floor using submarines and sonar. Many strange underwater structures have been discovered. Some look like walls. Others resemble roads or buildings. Each discovery creates excitement around the world. But after careful study, most turn out to be natural rock formations created over thousands of years. So far, no evidence has proven that Atlantis ever existed. Could Atlantis have been more advanced than we think? Movies and books often describe Atlantis as a civilization with amazing technology. Some stories claim they had flying machines. Others say they produced endless energy using mysterious crystals. Some even believe Atlanteans communicated with unknown powers. These ideas are exciting, but there is no historical evidence supporting them. Plato never mentioned advanced machines, lasers, electricity, or magical crystals. Most of these ideas were created many centuries later by writers, storytellers, and filmmakers. Still, these modern legends have made Atlantis even more famous. Today, Atlantis appears in movies, television shows, books, cartoons, and video games around the world. Why do people still believe? If no one has found Atlantis, why are people still searching? Because history has surprised us before. For many years, people believed the ancient city of Troy was only a legend. Then archaeologists discovered its ruins. The same happened with several other ancient cities once thought to be myths. This gives some people hope that Atlantis may also be waiting to be discovered. After all, humans have explored only a small part of the deep ocean. Much of the seafloor remains unmapped. Could something incredible still be hidden beneath the waves? No one knows. What would happen if Atlantis were found? Imagine if archaeologists suddenly discovered a massive underwater city matching Plato's description. It would become one of the greatest discoveries in human history. Scientists would rush from every corner of the world. New technologies would be developed to explore the site. History books would need updating. Our understanding of ancient civilizations could change forever. But until real evidence appears, Atlantis remains a mystery instead of a historical fact. The lessons of Atlantis. Whether Atlantis was real or imaginary, its story continues to teach powerful lessons. Great civilizations are not destroyed only by natural disasters. Sometimes they collapse because of greed, pride, poor leadership, and the misuse of power. History is filled with kingdoms and empires that rose to greatness before eventually falling. The story of Atlantis reminds us that no civilization is too powerful to fail. It also reminds us how much of Earth's history is still unknown. Every year, archaeologists discover lost cities, hidden tombs, ancient ships, and forgotten civilizations. Who knows what tomorrow's discoveries might reveal? Maybe one day, someone will find evidence that changes everything we believe about Atlantis. Or maybe its greatest purpose was never to be found at all. Perhaps it was always meant to challenge our imagination and encourage us to keep asking questions. Conclusion. So, was Atlantis real? The honest answer is that nobody knows. There is no solid proof that Atlantis ever existed. At the same time, there is no way to completely rule out the possibility that ancient stories were inspired by real events. For more than 2,000 years, Atlantis has remained one of the world's greatest mysteries. It continues to inspire explorers, scientists, writers, and dreamers. And perhaps that is why its story has never disappeared. As long as humans continue exploring the oceans, the mystery of Atlantis will live on. What do you think? Was Atlantis a real city lost beneath the sea? Or was it simply one of the greatest stories ever told? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this documentary and want more amazing mysteries, forgotten civilizations, and unbelievable historical stories, don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next documentary.